Hello friends, very good morning to all of you. Let us continue the next part of this chapter, and the name of the chapter is Some Basic Concepts of Chemistry from your 11th Science Chemistry subject. Myself Professor Shrimati Ghule Arvi from Residential Junior College, Ahmednagar. Okay. Some basic concepts of chemistry. The name of the chapter itself indicates these are the basic concepts we have to study in detail. As we studied in yesterday's lecture, properties of matter, there are two types of properties. First one is physical properties and second one is chemical properties. What is the basic difference between two? Physical properties are those which can be measured or observed without changing the chemical composition of the substance. And chemical properties are the properties where substances undergo a chemical change and thereby exhibit change in chemical composition. So in case of physical properties, no any chemical change, that means chemical composition of the substance remains as it is. But in case of chemical properties, chemical composition changes. Example for physical properties: color, odor, melting point, boiling point, density, etc. And examples for chemical properties: coal burns in air to produce carbon dioxide, or magnesium wire burns in air in the presence of oxygen to form magnesium oxide. Or maybe example, when well-known example you studied in 10th standard, that is whenever hydrogen allowed to react with oxygen, it gives formation of water. That means composition changes and therefore it is a chemical change. It is a chemical property. Now the next, measurement of properties. How these properties are measured? To measure anything, we require some unit. कुठल्याही गोष्टीला मोजण्यासाठी आपल्याला युनिटची गरज असते. उदाहरणार्थ तुम्हाला जर बाजारात पाठवलं आणि सांगितलं की दुकानात जा, किराणा दुकानामध्ये जा आणि साखर घेऊन या. किती साखर आणताल रे बाळांनो तुम्ही? एक पोतं, एक डब्बा भरून नक्की किती आणताल? काहीतरी तुम्हाला मेजरमेंट सांगावं लागेल त्या दुकानदाराला की मला 1 किलो साखर पाहिजे, 2 किलो साखर पाहिजे. म्हणजे हे जे काही किलो आपण पाठीमागे लावलंय याला युनिट असं म्हणतात आणि याचं खूप महत्व आहे. लेट अस सी मेजरमेंट ऑफ प्रॉपर्टीज. Many properties of matter are quantitative in nature. What do you mean by this word quantitative? Quantity, ज्याला आपण मोजू शकतो. क्वांटिटी 2 किलो, 4 किलो, 2 नग, 3 नग. Quantitative in nature. When you measure something, you are comparing it with some standard, and the standard quantity is reproducible and unchanging. Now what is unit? The arbitrarily decided and universally accepted standards are called units. The arbitrarily decided and universally accepted, सगळ्यांनी accept केलेले आहेत आणि आपण ते arbitrarily decide केले, finalize करून टाकलेले की यालाच unit म्हणायचं. They are known as units. You have to remember the definition of unit. The arbitrarily decided and universally accepted standards are called units. फिजिक्स मध्ये सुद्धा तुम्हाला हा पार्ट असणार आहे. आपण आपल्याला जेवढा गरजेचा आहे तेवढा आपण शिकणार आहोत. There are several systems in which units can be expressed. वेगवेगळ्या सिस्टीम्स आहेत. नावं ऐकली की तुमच्या लक्षात येईल. CGS system. First is the centimeter, gram and second. C for centimeter for length, G for gram for mass and S for second for time. Second system of measurement, FPS. What is FPS? F for foot, P for pound and S for again second. So it is foot, pound, second system. Third one is MKS system, meter, kilogram, second system. And the fourth one is SI system, that is International System of Units. It is also known as System International or International System of Units. These are the 4 different systems in which one can measure different units. Okay, out of these we are using SI systems for the measurement. The SI system has 7 base units as listed in the table. These are fundamental scientific quantities. Other units like speed, volume, density, etc. can be derived from these quantities. Okay, so now what do you mean by fundamental units? Fundamental, the word itself indicates these are the basic units. Basic unit means these units, they are self-generated. No any next or other unit is required to derive them. They are the basic units, independent on any other. ते कुणावरही डिपेंडंट नाहीयेत. ते स्वतःमध्ये तयार झालेले आहेत. यांच्यावरून दुसऱ्यांना डिराइव्ह केल्या जातं. By using these 7 fundamental units or basic units, one can derive the different units, and those different units are known as the derived units. So two types of units we can say. First one is fundamental units and second one is derived units. Fundamental are the basic and independent units, while derived are the dependent units on the fundamental. Okay, so let us see one by one which are the fundamental units. There are total 7 fundamental units. Remember, first one is length. Symbol for length, all of you know, it is small l. Its unit, SI unit, is meter, and symbol for SI unit is small m. Second is mass. Its symbol m, small m, of course. Its SI unit is kilogram and symbol is kg. Next, third unit is time. Time is given by the symbol small t. Its SI unit is second, which is given by symbol small s. Fourth fundamental unit is an electric current, which is given by the symbol capital I, whose SI unit is ampere, and it is given by the symbol capital A. Fifth fundamental quantity is thermodynamic temperature, which is given by the symbol capital T. Remember, small t is for time and capital T is for thermodynamic temperature, which is given SI system unit as Kelvin, and its representation is capital K. Sixth fundamental quantity is amount of substance, total amount of substance, which is represented by the symbol small n. Very important concept of chemistry, which is expressed in SI unit as in the form of mole, and its symbol is mole. You can see the difference. Okay, and the seventh fundamental unit is luminous intensity, given by the symbol whose SI unit is candela and having its symbol CD. So these are the 7 basic fundamental physical quantities: length, mass, time, LMT, electric current, temperature, amount of substance, and luminous intensity. Okay, let us go for the next. Physical properties. Which are the different physical properties? We have to study 4 to 5 physical properties in this chapter, in which first one is the mass and weight. Actually, mass and weight are slightly different from each other. How they differ from each other? Look here. We know that matter has mass. Definitely, matter is any substance which occupies some space and have its own weight. Yes, we studied it earlier. The mass of a body does not vary as its position changes. Remember, mass of any body does not vary as its position changes, but weight varies whenever position changes, is the basic difference between mass and weight. So we can say the weight of a body is a result of the mass and gravitational attraction. प्रत्येक ठिकाणचं ग्रॅव्हिटेशन वेगवेगळं असणार आहे, आणि वेट म्हणजे काय आहे? इट इज अ रिझल्ट ऑफ मास अँड ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल अट्रॅक्शन. मग ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल अट्रॅक्शन बदललं की मास आणि ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल अट्रॅक्शनची जी टोटल असेल म्हणजे वेट ते बदलणार आहे. म्हणून तुमचं वजन पृथ्वीवर वेगळं आहे, चंद्रावर गेलात तर वेगळं आहे, मंगळावर गेलात तर अजून वेगळं आहे. वेट वेगळं आहे, मास नाही. मास आणि वेट मध्ये हा बेसिक डिफरन्स आहे. द वेट ऑफ अ बॉडी व्हॅरीज बिकॉज द ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल अट्रॅक्शन ऑफ द अर्थ for a body varies with the distance from the center of the earth. Okay, hence the mass of a body is more fundamental property than its weight. आपण पूर्ण वर्षभर किंवा 2 वर्षभर केमिस्ट्री मध्ये वेट असा शब्द वापरण्याऐवजी मास असा शब्द वापरणार आहोत. इट इज मोर कन्व्हिनियंट टू यूज मास इन्स्टेड ऑफ वेट. The basic unit of mass in SI system is kilogram. आताच आपण बघितलं. However, a fractional quantity जर कमी असेल, किलोग्राम इतकं वेट नसेल, तर काय म्हणणार आपण? तर त्याला आपण ग्रॅम मध्ये काउंट करणार. जसं वजन वाढताना किलो मध्ये वाढतं, आणि कमी करायचं म्हटलं डाएट मधून तर मग ग्रॅमने कमी होतं ते किलोग्रामने नाही कमी होत. सो इट इज if you want to count small quantity then use gram unit, and if you want to count larger quantity you may use kilogram. Okay, next one is the, we can say therefore in terms of grams it is defined as 1 kg, that is 1 kilogram, is equal to 1000 gram, which is equal to 10 raised to 3 gram. सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे, फक्त आता 11वीच्या भाषेमध्ये 1 किलोग्रॅम इज इक्वल टू 1000 ग्रॅम म्हणण्याऐवजी 1 किलोग्रॅम इज इक्वल टू 10 रेस टू 3 ग्रॅम, 10 टू द पॉवर 3 किंवा 10 रेस टू 3 असं वाचायचं. Now second one is the length, second physical property, length. All of you know length in chemistry, we come across length while expressed in properties such as atomic radius, bond length, wavelength of electromagnetic radiation, etc. All of you know atom's radius we can count, we can measure, आणि मग ती रेडियस जर मेजर करायची असेल तर ॲटमची डेफिनेशन कालच आपण बघितली. ॲटम इज द स्मॉलेस्ट पार्टिकल ऑफ अन इलेमेंट. जर तो अतिसूक्ष्म कण आहे इलेमेंटचा तर मला सांगा ॲटमची रेडियस तुम्ही पट्टी घेऊन मोजू शकता का रे? पट्टी घेतली आणि ॲटमची रेडियस मोजली 2 सेंटीमीटर, 1 सेंटीमीटर, 2 मिलीमीटर. No, it is not possible as atom is the finest particle of an element. Therefore, we can't measure that length in the meter or centimeter or any other larger units, and therefore few smaller units are there which we have to know this year, and that is nanometer and picometer. Okay, so these radius and all these things they can be measured, these lengths can be measured in these different units. For example, nanometer which is represented as nm and picometer can be represented as pm, small p small m. What is the relation of nanometer and picometer with meter? 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter, while 1 picometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 12 meter. You have to remember these two conversions. Okay, now next, third property, it is volume. It is the amount of space occupied by a three-dimensional object. It does not depend on shape. कोणताही शेप असेल तरी व्हॉल्यूम आपण काढू शकतो. आपण सगळ्यांनी व्हॉल्यूम स्टडी केलेले 10th पर्यंत. व्हॉट इज रिलेशन? दॅट इज मोर इम्पॉर्टंट. 1 लिटर इज इक्वल टू 1 dm क्यूब, दॅट इज डेसिमीटर क्यूब. 1 लिटर म्हणजे 1 क्युबिक डेसिमीटर, विच इज इक्वल टू 1000 ml. That is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. SI unit of volume is meter cube. Just remember the relation. 1 liter means 1 dm cube. 1 liter is equal to 1000 ml, and 1 dm cube means 1000 cm cube. Okay. Now to measure this volume, different apparatus which are graduated, they are available in the laboratory. आपल्या केमिस्ट्रीच्या लॅबोरेटरीमध्ये वेगवेगळे ॲपॅरेटस अवेलेबल असतात. हे बघा, तुम्हाला इथे काही आकृती दिसत आहेत, काही चित्र दिसत आहेत. दिस फर्स्ट डायग्राम इज ऑफ बीकर, सेकंड इज ऑल्सो ऑफ बीकर. फर्स्ट वन इज द बीकर ऑफ लार्जर कॅपॅसिटी अँड सेकंड वन इज स्मॉलर बीकर. यावरती तुम्हाला लाईन्स दिसत आहेत बघा. दीज लाईन्स इंडिकेट दॅट these beakers they are the graduated one. ग्रॅज्युएटेड म्हणजे मार्किंग केलेले, ज्याच्या साहाय्याने तुम्ही व्यवस्थित क्वांटिटी मोजून घेऊ शकता. 50 ml, 100 ml, 150 ml, 200 ml, 250 ml, 500 ml, 1 liter, 2 liter, etc. These two are the beakers. This one is a measuring cylinder. हे जे काही व्हर्टिकल तुम्हाला दिसते हे आणि हे दुसरं, हे मेजरिंग सिलेंडर आहेत बघा, मोजमाप करण्यासाठी वापरले जातात लॅबमध्ये. दिस वन इज अ कोनिकल फ्लास्क. ही जी डायग्राम तुम्हाला दिसतीये इट इज ऑफ कोनिकल फ्लास्क. हा जो दुसरा दिसतोय तुम्हाला इथे हा आहे राऊंड बॉटम फ्लास्क. राऊंड बॉटम फ्लास्क. असंच व्हॉल्युमेट्रिक फ्लास्क पण असतो ग्रॅज्युएटेड. ओके, प्युरेट्स असतात, पिपेट्स असतात लॅबमध्ये ज्या ग्रॅज्युएट केलेल्या जातात, ज्या मोजमाप करण्यासाठी वापरतात. सो ऑल दीज आर द ॲपॅरेटस used to measure the volume in the chemistry laboratory. Now next one is the density. Fourth physical property is density. All of you know the formula of density. Density is equal to mass upon volume. Mass is taken in the unit kilogram. Volume is taken in the unit meter cube. Therefore, unit of density is kg per meter cube in SI system. or in the CGS system we may write down gram per centimeter cube. Okay. Next, fifth property, and it is the last physical property, and that is the temperature. Temperature can be measured with the help of thermometer. But what is the definition of temperature? Temperature is a measure of hotness or coldness of an object. There are three common scales to measure temperature, namely degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit, and degree Kelvin. Okay, all of you know degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit. Degree Kelvin is a new unit for this year. How to convert Fahrenheit into Celsius or Celsius into Fahrenheit? To convert that, this formula is important. Whenever we have degree Celsius temperature, how to convert in degree Fahrenheit? Degree Fahrenheit is equal to 9 upon 5 degree Celsius plus 32. And when we have to convert degree Celsius temperature in Kelvin, just add 273.15 in the degree Celsius reading so that we get value for Kelvin, temperature in Kelvin. Different thermometers are used to count or to measure the temperature in the laboratory. You can see here it is red mercury bulb. Okay, some thermometers they may contain grey colored mercury and some of the thermometer they may contain red colored mercury. No any difference, just to identify the marking very clearly, red alcohol mercury combination is there and red colored bulb is present, which can be shown the rise in temperature or fall in temperature in this thermometer very clearly. Okay, now up to this we studied different physical properties, mass, volume, temperature, and which are the definitions of those properties.